Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to give you my review of DC's Shazam. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos daily. You can also find me over Twitter and Instagram at Movie Guy 365. I'm also holding a contest for a free digital copy of Aquaman. In order to qualify, you need to be subscribed to my channel, and you need a hashtag MovieGuy365 in the comments section of this video or any video this week up until March 25th, 11:59 p.m., and then I will select somebody randomly. So good luck. Okay, advanced screening of Shazam. Was able to make that for today. Let me just start off. I like to kind of just give you my overall impressions before, and this is going to be a non-spoiler review. I loved it. I actually really enjoyed Shazam. And I know the inevitable comic book comparisons are going to be made to the recent Captain Marvel. And I liked it more than Captain Marvel. I'll be honest. I enjoyed Captain Marvel, aside from some story beat issues, and the directing team was kind of not the right choice. But I feel everything worked and clicked in Shazam. I think DC did a really good job bringing the character to life and the world, and it's a very fun film. Of course, you know, from the marketing and such, you get impressions that it's going to be something like big, and while there is a lot of that influence, it really is its very own property. You know, it's its very own thing. It does borrow from those elements, and one of the things that kind of bug me about movies that where somebody gets powers, and you know, you're automatically, you put yourself into their shoes and you're thinking, oh, I would do this, oh, I would do that. But how often do movies really illustrate how that would actually happen? Or if it does, it's very a disappointing degree. I feel like this realistically puts in what a 14, 15-year-old kid would do in this situation. And it relies heavily on that. And I love it. There's a very surprisingly good heart to this movie as well. I mean, just the family works, you know, where Billy Batson ends up in a foster home. They are great characters. I didn't feel there was any weaknesses there. In fact, I wish there would have been a little bit more time spent on some of the other characters, you know, in that house, which we get a good bit amount, but I feel that a couple of that group were just, you know, didn't have much to do. But I think overall that can be fixed in like a sequel, per se. I feel Zachary Levi was having the time of his life doing this movie. He looked like he was having fun. He looked like he was enjoying this material that he had and having a good time doing it. Mark Strong was excellent villain. I am a huge Mark Strong fan. In fact, I felt he made a wonderful Sinestro, probably one of the only redeeming qualities about the Green Lantern movie. But I thought he was excellent as the bad guy, and I love him in his other things, and he's great here. It started out a little bit, you know, you're kind of wondering where it's going to go, but then once you settle into the overall basic plot, it's really awesome, actually. I mean, I'm gushing over this movie. I really am. It's fun. It is a good time at the theater, and it tends to get a little realistic and dark at times. And I feel that it was done in such a good balance that I'm okay with that. I didn't feel like anything was inappropriate. For the source material, I think everything was good. There was a good, you know, introduction to the lore of Shazam and what we could expect, and you know, that kind of thing. I know you're probably going to ask about end credit scenes. Well, there are two. There is a mid credit and an end credit, and I'll be honest with you, you can skip them. There's nothing interesting. I didn't feel anything was clever or funny, or you know, the first one more gives you a tiny bit of a setup for a sequel, but if you saw the Aquaman mid-credit scene, that's about the level you're gonna get. In fact, you might even get a little less than that. I didn't really enjoy it at all. I felt that, you know, it was just kind of, it didn't need to be there. And the credit scene at the end, I think it's more of a you know, kind of, I don't know, not spoiling, but it's more of a humorous tone to it. And I feel it worked. In fact, you just skip both of them together. You're not missing anything, believe me. But yeah, I really enjoyed Shazam. In fact, more so, I'm probably going to go see it again. I love what they did with the film. I think David Sandberg did an amazing job with the material. He was good behind the camera. And as I said, it felt like all the actors, had a good time making the movie. And it looked like, the movie does take place in Philadelphia, which is not too far from where I live. So that was a nice little added treat there. I liked it a lot. I really, really did. I think you will too if you're a comic book fan, if you're a Marvel fan, a DC fan, if you're a fan in general of, pop culture. I think you're really going to dig this. There's a lot to really go on. There's, you're going to laugh, you're going to feel things, and it's, it can be a little intense, but, you've got great, things to balance that out. I enjoyed the hell of it. I really did. I think you should definitely check it out. I give this one an 8.5 out of 10. If I had to nick something on the score, I'm going to nick the very last scene of the movie. I'll be honest. Knowing the DC political structure, if you're aware of that, it's going to, I don't know, it feels like it bothered me a little bit more than it probably will bother the average person. I think if that scene was done a little differently, I would have probably raised it a full point. I think it would have been that good, but it bothered me because I know the behind the scenes things going on, and I think it just took me out. But enjoyed 98% of that movie. I really did. It's a lot of fun. So as I said, 8.5, solid time at the movies. You're gonna have a good time. That's it. So yeah, leave in the comments if you had a chance to see it. Please don't spoil anything for anybody. And in the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.